Right, we get started. So this part here basically says, right, referral fees in any form. It doesn't matter what kind of referral fees, as long as it is referral fees, right, is covered under standard 6C, right? So whether it's from a third party or from another department, right, does not distinguish. It is still referral fees, right? So Hanley must disclose, right, all such referral fees, right? So whether it is from outside party or within the company, right? So now, right? So referral fee agreement, among all the departments, right? So it must be disclosed. Do you know why this referral fee, I mean, must be disclosed? I mean, not, uh, I mean, other than the violation of standard 6C, right? Because if you have all these referral fees, right, this will jack up the eventual fee that you're going to charge the client, because of all this referral, every department going to make some money, right? So eventually the fee that you're going to charge the client, right, will be higher. Okay, so right, so I hope you see the point about the uh, the impact of all these referral fees. Right, next case is about disclosure of referral arrangement, right, and informing the firm. Okay, Catherine Roberts, right, uh, is a portfolio manager at Katama Investments. Okay, an advisory firm specializing in managing assets for high net worth individuals. Katama's trading desk uses a variety of brokerage houses to execute trades on behalf of its clients. Roberts asked the trading desk to direct a large portion of its commission on Naushon Incorporation, a small broker-dealer run by one of Roberts' business school classmates. Katama's traders have found that Naushon is not very competitive on pricing. And although Naushon generates some research for its trading clients, Katama's other analysts have found most of Naushon's research not especially useful. Okay. Nevertheless, the traders do as Roberts asked, right? And in return for receiving a large portion of Katama's business, Naushon recommends the investment services of Roberts and Katama to its wealthiest clients, right? This arrangement is not disclosed, right, to either Katama or the clients referred by Naushon, right? So the key issue is about Roberts, right? Roberts, all right? Now, right? So Roberts here, right, asks the trading desk to direct a large portion of its commission to Naushon. Okay, right, and you direct the commission, to Naushon, and Naushon is just average, right? Not very competitive. Okay, and Naushon's research is not especially useful, right? So okay, so she's not doing it in the best interest of the firm. right? So the key point here is that right, this referral arrangement, right? Roberts did not inform her employer. That's a key point, right? Disclosure of referral arrangement and informing the firm. That's a key point here of this passage. Right, that's a key point. Sorry. All right, that's a key point here. Ye Xiaowen, right, is a portfolio manager for a bank. Okay. He receives additional monetary compensation from his employer when he's successful in assisting the sales process and generation of assets under management. The assets in question will be invested in proprietary product offerings such as affiliate company mutual funds. Right. So now there's not much information here, right? There's not much information here, right? It just says, right, he's a portfolio manager, right? He receives additional monetary compensation from his employer, right, when he's successful. Right. So in other words, right, the clients does not know this, right? This additional compensation arrangement. So this additional monetary compensation, right, could be a factor that is used to mark up the fee charged to client. All right, you get the point? It could be a factor used to mark up the fee charged to client, right? So that is why it is important to disclose this referral arrangement, right? I mean, this so-called a referral arrangement, even though, yeah, I mean, this is not from outside, it's paid by the employer. Okay. So now you look at the points here. So has Wen violated, right? Again, it depends, right? So, I mean, because there's not much information there. Right. So what is standard 6C meant to address? Right. So it's meant to address instances where the investment advice provided appears to be objective and independent. Right. So, but in fact, is influenced by an unseen referral arrangement. So probably one may not be objective and independent. Right. Right. So you can see here, right? It is not meant to cover compensation by employers to employees, right, for generating new business when it will be obvious to potential clients that the employees are referring potential clients to the services of the employer. This is what Wen is doing. Okay. Next point. Now, so here, right, so you can see the argument here, right? If Wen is selling the bank's investment management services in general, right, in general, right, the keyword, he does not need to disclose to potential clients that he will be receiving a bonus for finding new clients and acquiring new assets under management for the bank, right? If in general, right? Right. So now here the other point is potential clients are probably aware that it will be financially beneficial both to the portfolio manager and the manager's firm for the portfolio manager to sell the services of the firm and attract new clients. Yeah, I mean, this is everybody knows that. In this example, right? However, all right, The assets will be managed in proprietary product offerings of the manager's company, right? For example, an in-house mutual fund, and one will receive additional compensation for selling the firm's product. Okay, so still a bit gray. Right, and again, right, this is a fine line, right? Some sophisticated investors may realize that it will be financially beneficial to the portfolio manager and the manager's firm if the investor were to buy the product offerings of the firm. Yeah, I mean, this goes without question. Right, so because this is a gray area, right, we talk about best practice, right? Best practice, right? Best practice dictates, however, that those acting as portfolio managers, right, should disclose to the client that they are compensated for selling the firm's products to the client, right? Why? Because, as I said, right, the so-called referral fees given by the company, by the employer to the employee, right? This could be a factor in jacking up the fee charged to client, right? That is a key point. All right. So if you disclose to your client, the client can judge whether it is instrumental, right? This referral fee is instrumental in jacking up the fee charged to the client. All right. So any question? Right, such disclosure will meet the purpose of the standard, which is to allow investors to determine. So they will determine whether there's any partiality on the part of the portfolio manager making the investment advice. Right, so as long as he made the disclosure, right, he has not violated 6C. All right, any question? Now we still have some time. So who has done tutorial 5.2? Who has done tutorial 5.2? Hello? Right, so your second midterm, will be on the 21st. Right, the time, because I need to go to hospital in the morning. I don't know what time I'm coming back. So I think it'll be the same arrangement. As soon as I come back from hospital, I will notify you. Is that okay? Right, so good. Thank you, Wong Kok Jin. Tutorial 5.2. No student has submitted. So I cannot discuss. So we cannot discuss. Tutorial 5.2. No student has submitted. Right, so I've concluded all my lectures, right? So, right, test 2 covers everything. Test 2 covers everything because I've already covered everything. Right, so test 2, It will be the same format as your first midterm. There will be some questions on the concepts and the case studies. It's the same format. Obviously, your second midterm, the coverage will be more, right? So it is in your interest for me to cover everything, because this will be good preparation for your final exam. Now, the date of your final exam, all right, you have to give me a date. Otherwise, I will suggest a date, right? So you discuss among yourself as to when is the appropriate date, because I don't know who is having what subject on which day. Okay. Any question? Any question, anyone? Any question, anyone? Any question regarding the previous tutorials? Right. Thank you, Wong Kok Chin. If no question, we'll call it a day. We'll call it a day. Okay, bye-bye.